All right, all right. We are live. We are live, family. Thank you for your patience. Oh my God, so many things going on in the world, so much to talk about. We're gonna, as usual, try to stick to not try, but stick to what we believe is pertinent information, information that would advance us as an individual, as a family, as a community, as a nation, and as a globe. Also as universal beings. I got a great show tonight. Great show tonight. Got two powerful guests. One guest making his debut on the channel. And if you watch Red Pillar Show, Know the Ledge, he's a regular guest on there. So I want to welcome to the show for the first time, and also a regular guest, Red Pillar and Spincity.
Peace.
Man, peace to the family, man. Appreciate you, Rich. Appreciate you, Red. Yeah, y'all know what's going on about that. Put that spin the block in that chat now when y'all see me come through, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely. Red Pillar brought me out. We do techno Tuesday. That's what's going on, KTL. Another lid.
indeed,
Yeah,
indeed.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Shaq and Kobe on Techno Tuesdays.
Uh,
We've been putting up 80 points a game, 60. You know what I mean? He been doing Kobe numbers.
oh
You
shit!
know, few home games and whatnot.
Damn,
So yeah.
shit! 80 points in the game. Y'all killing it out there. Well,
Yeah, my boy playing.
listen. Let's get this thing going. All right. So first of all, I want to say I want to shout out to everybody in the chat. I want to start out by sharing the link for the. We're right around the corner, family. We're right around the corner, and
Yeah.
this workshop is needed now more than ever. If you see what's going on, so I want to take the opportunity to share that link. We're gonna get back to that link in that workshop, but let's
I would
start.
say this.
Yeah, go ahead, my brother.
I would just interject and say this. Just
Yeah.
imagine Radiohead if there wasn't a workshop coming up and we had to literally sit through the Sora 2s, the VO 3.1s, all of this news about AI replacing 600,000. Like,
Amazon.
imagine if there was, yeah, Amazon. Imagine if there wasn't something around the corner and we had to endure all of this big news dropping.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
your timing is impeccable, brother, because the day you announced that workshop, the acceleration of the quote on the AI said, yo, clear the stage. Let me
Yeah,
get in the
yeah,
front.
it just went
It moved
crazy.
everybody off the stage and got on that thing.
It
So
went crazy.
yeah, the whole audience is seeing that this is definitely the year of artificial or what we would call ancestral intelligence. Shout out to 3 Eye Atlas.
Ancestral intelligence. I've been hearing some things, y'all. Billy put up a post. Billy Carson put up. I ain't even gonna say. Go to his Instagram. He put up a very intriguing post about 3 Eye Atlas. If you want to know what I'm talking about, go to the brother's Instagram. Very interesting. I got to do some research. I'm gonna do some research tonight on that. But make sure y'all check out his Instagram. But man, oh man, listen. Let's start out with family. Please tell me, bring us up to date with what's going on with this whole Thanksgiving SNAP benefits economy, and people are expecting riots and this and that. What exactly? I know Red, you know about old Palantir or this and that. What exactly is going on, y'all? Please tell us what's going on.
Well, first and foremost, the government is being sabotaged
Mm.
by the very people who told you they were going to sabotage the government. And that was called Project 2025. And the author or the head of Project 2025, his name is Russell Vought, right? Now, Russell Vought is being called by many people. There's actually an article in ProPublica where they're referring to Russell as the shadow president. So we're not talking about just somebody in Trump's administration. We're not talking about just somebody who's advising Trump. No, we're talking about somebody that is being called the shadow president because that is how much influence he has over this administration, when we talk about Trump, we have to be very clear that there are two administrations. There's the first one, and there's this one. This one is being led by Peter Thiel. This one is being led by Vought. This one is being led by the 1,000-page PDF manifesto plan called Project 2025. And Russell Voigt is on top. He is oversees every budget in the federal government. Right. So in the quote unquote Project 2025, he explains how he is going to gut the budgets and he's going to close the programs and he's going to quote unquote sabotage, the economy, or he's going to close down what he calls the programs that are too woke. Remember, he's a part of the culture war. And the culture war that they declare is a real war, right? And this war is against not just the melanated man and woman in America, it's against Americans, right? It's against people who have the audacity to want to act like, they want to learn, that they want to know about their history and all of these other things. So what we're seeing right now with the government shutdown, what we're seeing with this quote unquote the benefits, the SNAP benefits being cut and whatnot, is the work of Russell Vought and Project 2025 being worked through the government by way of Donald Trump administration. But for anybody that knows what they're looking at, that's what you're seeing. There are provocations, there are traps being set. They have been trying to provoke our people with the ICE raids, with sending armies and troops and all type of military into neighborhoods to do what? To provoke somebody to crash out. And there's something going on with melanated people, even those on a lower frequency, that there's a code that we're beginning to follow, like ESP. There's language that we're speaking to one another that's almost telepathic, right? And we're all telling one another, yeah, look at these goofies trying to see that. Look, they think that we woke up. They think that they woke up earlier than us. They think we are great grand or whatever. They think that we really some crash outs. And they're looking real desperate. Yeah, the Hegelian dialect is in full. I'm talking about in full effect on multiple levels. Yes.
Wow.
You are seeing social engineering, you're seeing political science and a form of warfare play out, right before your eyes. But I commend our people. I really do. I tip my hat to our people for holding it down, leading up to where we are right now.
Yeah. Spin, you want to add on to that before we move on?
Yeah, definitely. What I'm seeing and what I've been seeing, for y'all don't know, I've been into the AI field, AI wave, and how it needed to be implemented into the masses, because folks, people have been using ChatGPT 1 and 2. Did we realize that ChatGPT was released at number 3? Right? It's like, who all really came up with ChatGPT 1? And I was over here with General Motors while they're making autonomous vehicles with, remember, it was called Bard before it was Gemini. So small teams are using certain things. Small teams of 10, 100 are using language models, using AI, using systems, etc., etc. So how do you get more information and data back about the masses? Is you release whatever it is to the masses. So just to follow up what Red is saying, they have to continue to agitate certain things so that certain models and certain robots and certain systems hit the masses and they become comfortable with it.
Right. Right. They want to roll out Palantir Palantir, which is already the highest performing stock in the stock for 2025, multiple billion-dollar contracts. Savon talked about Palantir. There was a video, a classic one he did in 2020, where he spoke about Peter Thiel, Palantir, and what they really are and what they're about. You know, the equivalent to that is Skynet. And they want to actually onboard their program because they have a predictive crime program. They're, you know, law enforcement, all type of people have their software and whatnot, and they have predictive, they run predictive models, and they utilize their software and their AI to predict crimes. They are the precog crime company, right? And what they also have is facial recognition technology. They have drone tech. They are a military / law enforcement AI weaponized company. And they have contracts with ICE. They have contracts with Trump. I mean, it's being called a Thiel presidency, along with Voight being a shadow president. They're saying Peter Thiel is also the shadow president through JD Vance, and he's running the show at the White House. And Palantir, you know, because when Elon Musk ran through all of the bureaucracies with those young Doge kids, they were all from Palantir, and all they do is collect data. You know what I'm saying? They're data collector. They data mine, and they utilize that data. They build dossiers. They utilize that data and feed it to the AI, you know, to put people where they need to be put.
Right.
So, yes, like the good brother said, they definitely want to begin to implement these new technologies. They want to have a reason to implement them. It's sitting around waiting. So they're just laying these traps right now.
Yeah, blending,
Right.
agitating, making something happen. You know, so even us, there's the way that we know how to predict things, right? Because a long time again, all of us, we've been all told, oh yeah, AI is gonna do this, generative AI is gonna do that, this, that, and the other. We always been speaking about it. And then so when it was 2 years ago, and me and Red Pillar brought out, you know, how to clone yourself, your image, your voice, this, that, and the other. All of a sudden, you know, everybody looked at me like a 10-4 head nigga. They like, man, he talking about AI can drive a car, AI can do this. And I'm like, my culture doesn't know what's coming yet. 2 years down the line, you see, oh, everybody doing AI sloppy animations. Everybody's doing AI, oh, AI, write me a book. Nah, they weren't having the architect mindset, the AI architect mindset to say, I need to build this because this is coming. So as long as we know, okay, this is coming, they about to stir up the agitation. They're going to stir up the pot and see where the Palantir, where the police can use more robots, where the police can use more drones, when the police can use more facial recognition, right? Why is AI in every phone now? Why is AI in every camera now? Why is AI inside of everything now? And not just AI, y'all, you know what I mean? So, because even if we think of who's been guarding our passwords when we go into Gmail, some human just doesn't pop out of bed and say, oh man, Spin needs to use his email. I sure need to make sure he put in the right email. The right password, right? Again, I keep bringing this up. It's like, y'all that's with me in age, you know what I'm saying? I turned 37 in like 5 days. I used to play Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, Killer Instinct. You're playing a fighting game. Who's fighting you back? Why? If it's a bot, then why doesn't he do the same moves? If it's a bot, then why he just doesn't do the same block? Nah, it's always been AI. Because when I punch high and cuz duck, who am I really fighting on the video game in the 90s? In the 90s. So you gotta know what you're working with, what you're playing against. And here we are, 2025. We're going against AI. And then I see us in the chat. Oh, this is our ancestors speaking to us. So how did our culture get so fear-mongered from our ancestors' whispers? Come on.
You might have to blame religion for that, huh?
Nah, that was a good one. Where we were literally fighting AI with video games. Like the gamers, the streamers right now, they like, I don't know that much about AI, and they're playing video games. Like, fam, that you're fighting. You grew up with AI your whole life.
What is this you told me about Red American? Because we, all right, an article came out about Amazon, and I should put it up on the screen, but I'm gonna just so Amazon. There was a report that came out about Amazon saying that they're announcing the largest layoff in the company's history.
Yes.
So they said Amazon is preparing to lay off up to 30,000 corporate employees, marking the largest workforce reduction in the company's history. The cuts, expected to begin the week of October 28th, 2025, will affect multiple departments, including Amazon Web Services, Human Resources, and the Devices and Services Division. This reduction represents about 10% of Amazon's 350,000 corporate staff, though the company's total global workforce exceeds 1 million. Managers of impacted teams reportedly began training ahead of announcement. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
All right, this is what I want to read. The move is part of a broader cost-cutting strategy following rapid hiring during COVID-19 pandemic and comes amid reportedly productivity improvements driven by artificial intelligence.
Right.
So we got one of the biggest companies in the world making moves, laying off people big time, the biggest they ever done because of artificial intelligence. Right. You told me the American CEOs was just in China and they seen something that scared them, Red. Can you share that with us?
Yeah. A group of American CEOs went to China. They were invited by Big China, to that's not necessarily the competition when you're talking big business. Like, those are partners. And the CEOs came back horrified because they realized how behind American business is when it comes to the AI. They have nothing to they're nowhere near China, and they cannot compete with China at this point. They said that they were in factories where there were no lights on, and the AI and the robots were working overtime building shit. They don't need lights. They have dark factories. They have whole cities in China where there's no lights. They're saving the electricity, and the AI is working from sun up to sundown, building. Not just, we're not talking about opening boxes. We're talking about building cars. We're talking about the shipping yard is all AI. Remember, the strike, the reason why they had the port strikes and whatnot is because they saw what the hell was going on with the China ports, that there's no humans there. There's no human, and it's working efficiently, but there's no humans. So they immediately started striking over here. Somebody from Hollywood went over there to China and whatnot and caught wind of the cloning technology and caught wind of the quote unquote generative AI, came back, and then Hollywood went on strike. Because they saw Higgsville, they saw Sora, that these models are coming out maybe a few months after they are initially made and whatnot. But the way the race is moving so fast, it's not like back in the days where they were sitting on the upgrade, like iPhones and stuff like that. They might have, the iPhone 20 might be ready, right? You know what I'm saying? But they're gonna piecemeal you to 17, 17.5 and all. That's not the case with some of this, because China is playing chess with America. The minute America put out something that costs $70 a month, China dropped something for $7 a month. Right?
Yeah.
Yes. So the robots are becoming way more efficient because they are studying the data from all of these humans at Amazon. And the CEOs are running back, and they're making the decisions to cut the workforce, because remember, you got to buy the robots too. The robot, it's not AI, and then in some instances, they went and found out about the agents, the autonomous agents that, it's not even robots. They just went and found out that you could build 20 agents to do the job of 2,000 humans. I just saw an article, and this is crazy, but Albania has an AI, it has like an AI politician. This like a lady AI
Like
politician, and they
president.
said, huh?
AI prime ministers and presidents.
They got AI prime minister.
They're so unbiased.
Right. And
Mm.
there was the announcement that the prime minister was pregnant with 83 children. Yes, the prime minister, which is AI, got pregnant, is giving birth to 83 agents. Facts.
This is weird.
The same thing we've been speaking about. My bad, Red, to cut in, but it's the same thing we were speaking about getting ready for. How many times have we stated AI is coming for the intellectual jobs and robots are coming for the physical jobs? Just to jump back on what Amazon and Starbucks is doing. Starbucks is deleting all humans and making all robo cafes. It'll be 4 robots, get the milk, get the coffee bean, grind it up, like, you know what I'm saying? And then we had a conversation earlier, you know what I'm saying, with the Discord, and you were even speaking on, you had vibe coded something and you left. And when you came back, you said spin. So was the AI in here lollygagging on his phone, talking to his wife, arguing with his girlfriend, talking to his kids, sneaking off to the bathroom? No, it simply got the job done.
AI was getting busy.
When humans can't get the job done, they feel like, okay, just get your mind replaced with AI, get your body replaced with robots. So Amazon, all drones, all robots at the shop. So where you can have 10,000 robots moving boxes, giving it to a drone, the drone flying to your home. It's maybe 2 human mechanics in a whole warehouse.
Straight up. 2
human mechanics just because a robot might trip, stumble. So I would say some of that blue collar work, like a mechanic, a technician, y'all got to listen and see forward. Okay, what's really going to be hot, because how much, and then also Red, to tap in, again, look at some of the new high paying jobs, autonomous vehicle trainers. Stand in front of a robot and cook for 8 hours a day. We give you $50 an hour.
150 they said.
150 an hour. Sit there. Your shift is just to keep cooking different dishes in front of a robot. So now that robot can become a master chef and work at all the restaurants and take away master chef.
See.
Look, I will hire one of those 90,000 fired workers if I say, you know what, I want to write a book on taxes. You know what I mean? And put it on Amazon. I'll give them $1 for an hour. I'll give them $100 an hour, because they'll be sitting right there with me. I'll be like, yo, what's those terms that y'all be using? All right, cool. All right, I'm gonna give them the mic. And they'll dictate to that. They'll talk to the intelligence with their intelligence, because intelligence will bring you more intelligence. Versus I'm talking to the AI about that, and I don't have the intelligence. But all of these fired workers, they understand the businesses or whatever niche, whatever division, whatever industry, whatever you have your PhD in, whatever you were trained in, whatever you have expert opinions on, you should be sitting in front of the intelligence and spinning it like Rapunzel, turning that into gold. What can you do? Oh, thank you for asking. A podcast. You can make an ebook. You can make a study guide. You can make a course. You can make a quote unquote website. You can make a blog. You feel me? You can make flashcards. You can make a comic book. You can make a graphic novel. You can make a how-to. You can make a for dummies. Like, you literally, this is not something that is for the weary or the non-thinking or the cloudy brained. This is for the visionaries. But you got to work this shit. You know what I'm talking about? And you know, the input is going to reflect with the output.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, wow. I want to, man, I mean, there's just the direction so many things are going are just, wow. It's mind-boggling. Like, I can't, you know, robots cooking for you, and even a machine. We see how a person, when they're set up a small family and they got a small family business, a small family restaurant, the food tastes magnificent. as soon as they get all these machines involved and mass production of their sauces or their secret recipes or their cornbread, nothing ever tastes the same after that. There's ingredients, and there was an article that was posted, family, a little while ago about AI and the direction Silicon Valley is going. And I think what's beautiful is us having enough emotional maturity. Myself, Red Pill 7 Beaumont, in this workshop. Spincity is going to be a part of it. The brother that did that movie that I prepared, that I debuted on the channel that everybody loved, he's going to be a part of it as well. The beautiful thing is that we're looking at this AI, family. You're not just going to be able to ignore it. Just like you didn't ignore debit cards, credit cards, the computers, 5G networks. You can. This stuff is here. If you're going to be on the internet, you're going to have to interact with these things. And the thing about it is, we see it, and we're taking it in a completely different direction from Silicon Valley. Right. We're going to get the blueprint to how to utilize all this stuff, family. Not just us, y'all as well. We're going to be intentional with our education of AI, our education of these new resources and all these new technologies that is emerging. But we're going to be responsible with our wisdom and our knowledge of AI and take it in a completely whole. They're going to destroy themselves. They're going to get all of this big shit. AI is the biggest shit that hit the planet in the last century. But they're going to take all of this and just completely destroy themselves. We, family, have to take it and go in a completely different direction. So I want to share this link for the family. If anybody hasn't heard about it, we are having a huge workshop next weekend. No, this weekend coming up. Yeah. November 1st and November 2nd. It's with the link is pinned at the top. I am also going to post it. I'm posting it continuously. But Red Pill is speaking Saturday, along with Spincity's going to speak for about an hour. Original Black God is going to speak for about an hour. 7 Beaumont got the whole day Sunday. But it's listen, family, this robot shit ain't going nowhere. I think one thing that we're gonna benefit from this, Red, is that I think it's 2025, and it's about time we stop doing these repetitive jobs and do more high value tasks. I want us to use our brain more when it comes more to working for ourselves or even working for somebody else. And there's nothing wrong with packing boxes at Amazon, but I feel as though this is going to create a wave of innovation that we probably haven't seen since slavery, when all those inventions was being made. Because people's going to be forced to be creative, innovative, do things that they got even with the food stamps, Red. Come on, we don't need that shit. I'm not trying to sound arrogant by saying that. I know some families do need it, but I mean the way we portrayed, the way people think we need it as a nation, we don't need it like that. And I think that it makes us more lazy than if we didn't have it at all. I know some people will be mad that I say that, but I feel as though the innovation, the words are Renaissance. The word Renaissance is being thrown around. 19 keys. Robert Grant. You hear Tariq Nasheed say it. I got a music app that I've been working on. Music Renaissance. So I mean, it's the times is changing, family. Please make sure you're there. Next, the web browser's AI. Yeah. This weekend coming up, family. This is a workshop that is guaranteed. This is the most important economic workshop I've ever had. I had a good one with Billy stock options. That was amazing. But that's more like if you have a high volume of money. That's like you got more of a higher volume of money. Cryptocurrency was absolutely amazing. But this right here, the world ain't seen nothing like AI, family. And I don't want us to get left behind. Let me share the link that I'm going to pass it to Red, back to Red in Spincity. But family, make sure you sign up this weekend. We are in the Discord now. Matter of fact, before I pass it back to Red and Spin, let me just give y'all a live view of the Discord. Shout out to everybody in the Discord. So this is the Discord family. We got a general section, a AR art section, Q&A tools, AI daily news, a white paper section with PDFs, vibe sessions, prompt library, Red and Spincity been in there having mini classes. They're not really mini because they've been like 3-4 hours, but they've been getting busy in the Discord, and it's just going to get better because we're going to evolve to other things as well. Like I promise y'all, the radionics and things like that. But family, if you have not signed up, how do I get the link? Brother Rich, I have my ticket. You should have got it via email. I hope you signed up with the right what's the Discord name? You're not going to know it because you're not signed up. You got to be signed up to the workshop to have access to it. But family, I would advise everybody, if you really want to move forward in this realm and take care of your family and not have to pray to Charlie Kirk and cry for Charlie Kirk, and you don't care, but you gotta cry because you don't want to be seen not crying and be the militant person on the job. So if you don't want to fake cry for Charlie Kirk at the job and light a candle and pray for people that wish you harm and don't wish you well, family, we all got to reclaim our financial sovereignty, and it starts with yourself. And the tools are here. The tools are available. Family, sign up. With that being said, Red, you want to add on to that or spin?
Yeah, I just wanted to say, when you were saying forcing economics, it's like, y'all, they start to dump all the jobs in June and July, and then they're going to force government assistance to go away. Yes. Financial sovereignty. You know what I mean? So I'm definitely bringing, solutions on how to, climb that ladder when it comes to AI. And then Sis New Diamond said that the autonomous vehicle has been driving through San Francisco. That's where I started. Retraining predict models, artificial. Okay, so what I would say is it doesn't snow in San Francisco, California. How do you get an autonomous vehicle to know how to navigate and track through snow? An artificial, arena. So most of us have children, et cetera, et cetera. So you probably seen the movie Cars. We build Jackson Storms. Right. Jackson Storm be on an artificial track.
Yeah.
An artificial simulation. And then he goes out there and then he smokes all the old school cars. You guys are now Jackson Storms. You can't turn and say, man, they were talking about AI the other day, but I ain't gonna get in that. Right? And they'll always say when billionaires go ahead and fear monger the masses, they don't want you running in the same race as them anyway. They tell you Negroes, oh man, don't use AI because AI is tearing apart all the water supply in the ghettos of America. You, young Negro, you don't want to be responsible for terrorizing your own water, polluting your own water with data centers. You better leave it alone. You better not touch this, even though we cloning ourselves and making 700 million a month. You don't want to touch this, even though Elon Musk use AI to get rockets to the moon. Hey, man, you don't want to touch this stuff now, young Negro. They don't listen to the fear mongering just because they don't want you running the race. Now, if you go and get paid off AI, you know what you're going to do? You're going to purify the water in your hood. Right. You're going to change the potholes in your hood. You're going to change them projects into regular apartments. You're going to be able to really, truly buy the block and get real estate on your block because you know why? Because now you're a tech entrepreneur. You're an AI entrepreneur now. You know how to work through workflows, SOPs, MCPs. Y'all learn about plenty of that November 1st and 2nd. You know what I mean? Knowing how to navigate these tools. Don't let nobody fearmonger you from a tool. If you're a carpenter, how can you be fearmonger from a hammer and saw? A hammer can bust your head, or a saw can cut you in half, but it can also build a home. Don't get fearmonger from any tools. Don't be a fool to the tool. Let's get it.
That's the noise we be talking about, Red. The signal to noise. That's another thing I want to bring up, Red. The China they censoring the internet. They only want people who are certified to talk about certain topics such as health, such as finances.
As they should.
Yeah. So what's your thoughts on that, Red?
Okay, so it's going back into what I wanted to say to this community and to this platform and to this and I'm going to say it in the workshop, and I'm going to continue to say it to anybody that's willing to listen to it, right? So what China is doing is very important because China understands that data is what is programming or was training the AI, right? So data is gold right now. Not only is data gold, data is worth more than the gold that's going up. Data is even worth more than oil. Data is the number one asset because it's the data. They're building data centers the size of Manhattan to do what? To train the Stargate computers, to train the supercomputers. So in this community, there's nobody that I know in my walks of life that give better data and better outputs on data than what they erroneously call the conscious community. No, I'm not talking about the woke people. No, I'm not even talking about Black Twitter. I'm talking about Black Magic 363, aka 363 Empire, Know the Ledger, Black News 102, Sonetta TV, House of Consciousness. The level of data, the level of quote unquote information that came out of those channels, you might not realize it, but if anybody is in the audience and you're in this world and whatnot, please, because I could be biased, let the family know if these are quote unquote, if this data is worth more than gold and oil combined, right? So China telling people that you can only be experts to do podcasts now. You have to be qualified to put data on the internet because they're training their new models, and they don't want their models to train off of Negro YouTube. They don't want their models to train off of pseudo podcasts. They don't want their models to train off of people that are getting up there saying, this is what I'm talking about, and this is the subject that I'm an expert in, and they're not even a novice. When you train the LLMs or the large language models on that inferior data, it's not going to operate good. Case in point, ChatGPT was trained on Reddit, my nigga. ChatGPT was trained on 4chan. You know what I'm talking about? That's not real information. That's not real data. They have not built it on rich data. They built it on slop. They built it on, that is considered fast food. That is considered processed food in the data food chain. That's not gourmet. That's not gourmet. That's not Balducci's. The conscious community is Balducci's. The conscious community is Whole Foods. The conscious community got Trader Joe data. So if you don't know how to monetize that, because people will be like, oh man, shit, they're taking the jobs. What are we to do? What are we to do? Well, there two things. One, you live in a new economy called the creator economy. It spans out of what is called the attention economy. And then you also have the gig economy. So you got three economies in front of you that are an extension of what is called a digital economy, right? So what does that mean? What does the creator economy mean? The creator economy is, if the creator economy was a person, it would be all of the young streamers, right? What are they doing? They're monetizing their quote unquote NILs, name, image, and likeness. These people are the equivalent of high school athletes. They are the equivalent of football stars like Shador and all of them. That's the type of money that video game kids are getting. Esports. Before there was streaming, there was esports. I did a talk at a black college like 2 or 3 years ago, and we went to the esports division, and the students were telling me that they paid their tuition off of the bags that they were winning off of just playing esports around, playing people around the world. They had a whole team of video game kids called esports, and they were getting scholarships, and they were getting NIL deals, millions of dollars for their name, image, and likeness. That is the creator economy. The creator economy is the fact that I could be a comedian on Instagram and make money. The creator economy is Mr. Commodore. It's 85 North. It's the podcast. It's Joe Button and all of them. It's every single people on YouTube talking about hip hop and the drug dealer. That's the creator economy. You could get paid for being a creator now. You could be a multi-millionaire. You could be Mr. Beast. That's the creator economy. What is the attention economy? The attention economy is the fact that if people watch this whole video on YouTube and don't turn it off and jump on something else, they're going to pay this channel more money, right? Retention. How many people, how much time can you hold somebody's attention? For how long? Because if you can hold somebody for about 2 hours, we're going to give them like 4 commercials, right? The attention economy. And the attention economy, is also the buffoonery. That's when I show speech starts to bark and whatnot. That's that's Tekashi 6ix9ine trolling and whatnot. That's Charleston White trolling. That's all of the trolls and whatnot. Still, it don't matter. I could make a buffoon of myself as long as you watch me though. Shout out to Shamar and all that. As long as you watch me, I could get paid, right? So the gig economy, the next economy is the economy where you offer your skill sets and you offer your whatever you do passionately, whatever you have, whatever talent you have, whatever gift you have, or whatever the hell you could do good, you monetize it by offering someone your quote unquote talent in exchange for monetary for a monetary exchange, and that translates to a gig. So I want to go somewhere, but I don't got a car. So I go to Uber, right? Which is connected to a bunch of gig workers, right? These are all independent these are all independent contractors that have cars that agreed to a central hub called Lyft or called Uber because Uber don't own no cars. They're just a fucking switchboard. Remember when you used to get the taxi, be Poppy like, oh, Poppy, what you want? What you want? You rich know that.
New York City.
Hey, Poppy, 5 minutes, Poppy, 5 minutes. Hey, hang up right on.
5 minutes.
So Uber became Poppy. Did they not? With a little bit of technology attached to it, where you have a tracking device on your car, and so the person could track you and see you coming and going, right? So that is a gig economy. When you go to Fiverr and you ordering all of that for $5 and up, that's the gig economy. OnlyFans is a part of the gig economy, right? There's people teaching you how to cooking with Kaya and other things, and teaching you law, and there's other people teaching you other things, but that's still a part of the gig economy.
And Red, you know what? And you know, everything we do don't have to be super conscious. You brought up cooking with Kaya. You know what I respect about her? That she was innovative enough. If there's a whole internet full of black women twerking out there, you know, the whole hip hop culture aspect of things, she said, hey, well, you know, I'm a cook and twerk at the same time.
Right.
So just the idea of women cooking, because the reputation is, yo, women don't cook no more. Right. For several reasons. One of the main reasons, everybody's just so damn busy with in the rat race that
right. So question, right? I'm in to cut your wisdom. So when they introduce the robot that cooks, it's not an automatic no. It's not a hell no. It's not a hell no. It's a damn. Well, I maybe because this should be having me tied up. You feel me? And then there's a dude that's like, I don't like putting my wife or the shit ain't hitting the same no more. We gonna get the robot. I'm not putting no robot in my house, by the way, but that's what they may say. Because there's a conversation to be had that won't be had right now because this is not the time for it. But we have to talk about the esoteric, the occult, and the dark side of this stuff that we're talking about. I mean, respectfully, this is the platform to speak about it on. So we got to talk about Topas. We got to talk about egregors. We got to talk about, quote unquote, the dead internet theory. We got to talk about the simulacra. We got to talk about the fact that the demons that are inside of the AI. We got to talk about the fact that the algorithm is named after the algo star, which is really the demon star. We got to talk about the demon method. We got to talk about many things dealing with this AI. We got to talk about disembodied spirits embodying themselves. Because remember, like you said earlier with these people, you said they're going to crash out. They always crash out. They are Prometheus. They are Prometheus, right? They are following the walks of Prometheus, who stole fire from God. He stole fire from Zeus and gave it to mankind. He didn't give it to us because we were not mankind. He gave it to people in a cave. And what did they do with that fire? They waged war, they destroyed things, and they burnt down the whole planet. And then they took that fire all the way down the line and they split an atom and created a goddamn nuclear bomb. Then they did other things with that fire. So the new form of fire and the new form of quote unquote Prometheus myth is the AI. You're talking about people trying to play God. They're trying to act like they're God. You're talking about a people that was created in a lab They went ahead and created another life form in the lab. So the $1 million question has always have to be asked: did we discover AI, or did AI discover us?
Indeed.
We're interfacing with this technology, but intelligence is not something that you know what I mean? Like, you don't program it, or it's been there the whole time. Intelligence don't die. So this thing that we're calling AI has always been with us. It's not, it's just changed form. It went from steel to quartz to silicone. It's just changing to glass. It's changing forms. It's the same, but you have entities that are disembodied that want to be embodied, right? And they're going to be embodied with those robots. They're going to be embodied with those robots. That's what they call embodied technology or embodied AI. When they give the mind a body, because the chatbot is just it's a neural network. It's like a mind. It don't have a body. Once it gets a body, it's over. That's Frankenstein.
Mm-hmm.
That's Frankenstein. That's why Frankenstein is coming back out now. So once they start to put those 100 million Tesla bots on the streets, because remember, the AI has already showed you how deadly it is over in where they waving them flags at, where 100,000 people got bodied. Do you know the AI was behind that? Does anybody know that? You know, Palantir played a part of that. Do you know that the drones, they had the AI, where the AI had a kill list and there was no human intervention. The AI was like, we bodying these people. There was no human intervention whatsoever. So it's a war weapon. It's a weapon as well.
No, I had mute on. That. You know, I had mute on. I when you said so, I said so at the same time, and then I was about to say, that's like a glitch in the matrix, but I ain't gonna go there. That's like, being on the same frequency. But I want to give a shout out to Top Cats in the chat. Shout out to Top Cats, and I wanna because I want the family. I really want y'all to be a part of this workshop, and I want to give y'all an opportunity to ask, spin, and read some questions before we get out of here. We got about a half an hour left. We're gonna be on here for probably about a half an hour, 45 more minutes. But let me get to some questions about the workshop, just to clear up some things. Somebody said, when is the last day to sign up? Can the ticket be purchased on October 31st? Yes, it can, but I will recommend getting your ticket as soon as possible, because if there's any issues with your email, some people leave the wrong email. Some people are confused. Sometimes people get the emails I send from Eventbrite and it goes to their spam folder. So I want everybody, we got a Discord going on right now, community. I want everybody to be signed up as soon as possible so you can benefit from the Discord, as well as know that you are in line to get that email. The email before the workshop will be sent out 24 hours. So 24 hours before the workshop on Saturday, everybody will get the link that contains access to the workshop. There's going to be a private link, and everybody will get the private link 24 hours before the workshop. Another question a lot of people keep asking is, will we be able to go back to the workshop? Yes, it is lifetime access. That is very important. You will have lifetime access. The link that I send you will be a link that you can use, for however long that platform is up and running. But if you are interested, you can email me and I will send you a downloadable version as well. So I usually send them through WeTransfer, so everybody could get a downloadable version. You can put on a zip drive, whatever, a little disc. You can leave it on your desktop, hard drive, whatever. You can put it wherever you want, so you don't have to rely on a platform, or if your computer goes down, you still have it on a little hard drive or whatever. So want to say that. Also, there was another question. I didn't save it. I wish I would have saved it. But like I said, it's lifetime access, family. It's a 2-day, over 12-hour workshop. There has already been many workshops happening in the Discord. So when I say you get value on top of value on top of value, there's no exaggeration. There has already been 3-hour mini workshops within the Discord. There's a thorough Discord with several different groups that you could go in and participate in. And the most important thing we got to realize is that moving forward, yes, the workshop is international. Anybody with a Wi-Fi access, if you have access to this YouTube channel right now, if you can watch this video right now, you can watch the workshop. And what's being taught in the workshop, Seven Bomar is in Costa Rica. He's international. He's not even in the States. So he's doing the whole thing from Costa Rica. DB says, where's the link for the Discord? I just sent a link to the Discord out today. So if you did not get it, they're only for people who purchase a ticket to the AI workshop. But if you did not get it, I'm sending them out again and again. You could also email me. Let me post my email because these things are very important to go over so there won't be no confusion because we're right around the corner, family. We're right around the corner. Somebody said, great cigars, my brother. I'm glad you enjoyed them. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yo, Red, real quick, before we continue on this topic. Yeah, D, okay. Oh, D, you just bought your ticket. You're going to get it tonight. I'm going to send it out tonight, D. Yeah, I know a lot of y'all are buying tickets tonight. I'm going to be sending out the Discord link tonight. Red is going to be in the chat. He's going to make sure he's in the chat every day leading up to the workshop.
Leading up to it, I'm popping out with something.
It's going to be real important.
Yeah.
Somebody said, how long will the Discord be up? I'm not, probably a week after the workshop. And we got some other things going on. We're gonna get started with some other things, but that particular chat might close about a week. It's been open for about a month and a half. It's been open a while now, and you don't get a Discord for a workshop for about a month and a half. So, yeah. But give me some questions for Red and for Spincity concerning AI, concerning the economy, concerning what any concerns you may have. We're going through a major change in society right now. And I know a lot of people are concerned. Red is excellent. Let me just say this before you talk, Spin. Red is amazing at spotting ways to monetize things on the internet. He's absolutely amazing at that. He has given me amazing business advice as well as been a business advisor for other people. So there's going to be a lot of people who are going to get the bag as a result of this workshop. There's the brother that did the AI movie that I did. Check this out, y'all. The brother that did the AI movie that I put out on the channel, I directed it. He produced it. Original Black God was originally in one of Red and Spincity's class, the fantasy industry complex. So the people who are now he's working side by side with me on major things. I'm talking about apps. I'm talking about movies. So family, you don't want to limit your creativity. You don't want to limit your potential. Invest in yourself, family. Sign up for this workshop. This is the future. And like I said, real quick before I pass it, the AI, the direction they're going in, they're going to destroy themselves. Or they're going to completely crash out, as Red said. We're going to take this AI, the knowledge of it, and go in a different direction. Going more of an ancestral direction. But this is going to assist us to go in that ancestral direction. It's going to be the revival of Atlantean technology, what we're doing with it. But we're going to get some questions. Spin, you want to say something, my brother?
Yeah, I got a quote for the class. Hey, if we don't see y'all in that class, we might not see you in the future.
That's deep. You know, that's deep. Can I say one thing real quick, Spin? Because I mean, your brothers got me so hyped. Your brothers are like, I love to talk with that y'all spitting tonight, the game that y'all spitting with the censorship happening on the internet. Yeah. What if YouTube says, hey, Brother Rich, hey, Radiohead, do you have a certificate in quantum physics? Did you study under Neil deGrasse Tyson? Hey, KT, did you go to what school medical school did you go to, Mr. KT, Mr. Yaki? So there's going to be, what I'm saying is there's going to be a lot of micro communities created as a result of what's happening on the internet. So you're going to want to be a part of these micro communities because all the influencers that you see may not be eligible for certifications 2, 3, 4, 5 years down the line. So I'm just glad Spence said that.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
My thing would be for the KTs and the Yakis and the geniuses of today to take full advantage of today, you know, and to 10x your information, 100x your knowledge right now. Because in 5 years, they're going to have 10-year-olds running circles because they're going to be very, quote unquote, equipped to compete. I promise you. 10x, 100x, break the quote unquote black box, bend the spoon right now. You know what I mean? With these tools that are sitting in front of us.
And we're saying how China is going to continue to run America over, and China is making it mandatory that when you hit 6 years old, you start to train with AI. It's there's no more structure of you learn how to read. Once you know reading, writing, arithmetic, it's over. Now you're with your AI tutor, your AI guide, right? Now as you come up as a child, it's just not your parents, and you go tug on your parents' sleeve and say, "Oh, Dad, how far is the sun away from Earth?" And Pops is like, "Well, I don't know." So you as a child, you have to lose that question. You have to lose that intelligence. When AI, now you're going to go to the phone when you're 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old and say, "Man, how far is the sun away from the Earth?" And AI going to break it down by the inch. And it's going to say this, and this. You can deep research it for any other reason and now become a scientist for some reason because you got your question answered when you were 6. How many of y'all, when y'all was young, read Radiohead?
Yeah.
When we were young, did we get all of our questions answered to become earlier who we thought we were meant to be?
Mm-hmm.
Did we? Yes, no.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Pops, how do I use a DJ booth, and what does this mean? And what does this mean? Pops like,
Right.
I don't know. Mom, how do I do this? How do I do that?
Right.
Mom's like, oh, I don't know, baby. Why don't you go run outside and go outside and play? If you would have got your question answered when you were 7 years old on how to use a DJ booth, you would have been a DJ at 15 and then be a phenom when you're in your 30s. That is how China is positioning their children. Our children eat red dye 50 and pop Cheetos, and then now moms and pops ain't got no job because of the AI that came through, ran America over. They starting to crash out. Crime is at an all-time high. Intelligence at an all-time low. The educational system's not teaching you shit. It just puts you in a circle to see if you can figure out one of these jobs that's not going to get you anywhere else. Whatever's left, put you in the tent city, put you on one world income. You understand? If we don't see you on the first and second, man, we might not see you in the future, man. Peace be upon you.
You know what I just found out, Red, and I'm sure you know this, and you've talked about just talking about creativity and inventions and what this is getting ready to bring. I just found out, and I didn't know this, and I'm sure I heard it before, but I've come across so much information. Some things get filtered out that Black Americans, shout out to all my Black Americans, you know, the most innovative people on the planet, the most emulated, never duplicated.
Legends.
We created blue jeans, denim jeans. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
you know, I did not know that.
Yeah,
I did not know the whole denim jeans was invented by some Black people in America. I didn't know that.
That was a statement.
And I knew, damn, man.
So they juxtaposed the white girl, the Sweeney girl, with the whole jeans ad, but she was talking about her jeans, but they were masking it with a jean commercial. So that started this whole conversation, and then think pieces started to come out where people were like, "Need we remind you that that's our shit, bro? Like blue jeans, that's us." Yeah, another one, and another one, right? I wanted to share my screen real quick, bro. I wanted to share a site if that's possible.
Indeed.
My Hicksville, you know what I mean?
Indeed.
Because something was brought up about the children, right? So once again, all right. So this is Hicksville, y'all, right? One of the best apps in the AI game right now, hands down. I'm sure Spin will co-sign that. It's a creative suite. Think Photoshop just AI, right? It's super duper Photoshop AI. So I'm making book covers, as you can see, y'all, right? Book covers. I took the book of law and I made my book of IWAS, right? Artificial Intelligent Weapons as a Synthetic Spirit. That's a series I've been doing on my channel. Then I got these books right here. I wrote me a few grimoires, right? Based off of the research that I was doing about the demon method and the demons inside of the AI, right? So here's just different book covers. So now I get to just try A and B testing, right? So this would cost a lot of money on Fiverr for me. On Photoshop, it would cost a lot of time that I don't have. You know what I'm talking about? It would cost an arm and a leg because they charging $50 a pop. You know what I mean? To do levels of output like this, right? But now I pay $50 a month and I just do the shit on my own. I mean, I just do it on my own. So that's one thing, right? I'm doing flyers, I'm doing panels, I'm doing all type of stuff, right? But then, boom, I got my son who's into like Cybertrucks and whatnot, right? So he comes to my room one day when I'm in the office and he's like, yo, can you draw me a picture? And I'm like, what you want a picture of? He's like, I want a picture of a Cybertruck. I want to be inside of a Cybertruck. And I was like, really? And he's like, yeah. So I just prompted it. And then after that, he was like, I want a dinosaur chasing a Cybertruck. So make a long story short, we started production of his comic book now. And his comic book is made up with just things that he be thinking of. It's a crazy ass comic book, but it's his imagination come to life. So I'm now able to teach my son in a way that no other child learned before this. So whereas the whole aspect of teaching and homeschooling, right, has completely changed because now your child could vibe code an app. Your child could build a website. Your child could build a comic book. Your child could he could be their own avatar. They could be their own brand. They could be faceless, or you could put them in it. But by the time my son is 8 years old and he's going to be at conventions and trade shows and he'll be able to talk to people and be like, yeah, you know, I got in on AI when I was 5 years old. And by the time he's 9 or 10, he'll be established and whatnot. I didn't run him through Nickelodeon. I didn't run him through the Todd Bridges campaign. I didn't put him on social media dressing him up like a damn drug dealer. You know that. You know what I mean? I didn't have him twerking on IG to get money from, you know, because that's what parents are doing to their kids these days.
Yeah, no facts.
We going the clean route. I'm just going to embrace his imagination and let him monetize it. I'm going to let his imagination run wild, and he's going to have assets that he can hold in his hand.
Yeah.
And I'm willing to do that for other people's children as well, because this is therapeutic right here. You feel me? So now, once things get up and going, I could even say to his moms, hey, you want to be the momager? You could get paid as well. You could be the mom manager. So instead of him being in the school system or going through that whole thing is done. Is everything has changed. Like Spence said, in China, they're starting the children at 6 years old. Donald Trump, he made the mandate. They gutted the Board of Education. They got rid of all of that. So Donald Trump was like, the children got to learn the AI. So why y'all don't want us to teach the children the AI before these old white people, these teachers that was lying to the damn kids anyway? Oh, so they're going to give the kids AI and lie to them again? So the whole argument that DeSantis and them had about taking the books out of school, first of all, is moot at this point. It's done. Second of all, give him a high five because he kind of helped us out. All of those books was BS. You didn't write that. Top Cat didn't write that book. Dr. Valentine didn't write that book. So McGraw and McGrill, I'm not reading. I don't want my child to read the McGraw books no more. Thank you, DeSantis, for taking them out to school. Let's put these new books in the school. Dane Calloway's AI book, Billy Carson's AI book, KT's AI book, for the children, of course, the illustrated ones. You know what I'm saying? Mama Vicky Dillard's AI book for the children, the children's book. So no, take the books out to school and teach them the books from the master teacher. Go to Notebook LM, load it up. You know what I'm talking about? And I'll show you how you can make a children's book. So this is what we're going to be teaching the children. The children are definitely changed forever. They're not going to learn the same because they can prompt now. Remember, you don't got to know how to even spell, but you could prompt. You could make a movie. You don't even know, you don't have to know English anymore. So yeah, shit is crazy. And you could speak English, but you could speak 100 languages as well with the AI. So I could take this and translate it into any language. Remember, Cocoa Melon, I'm trying to get that cocoa bread. You know what I'm talking about? Cocoa Melon made about $80 billion, family. You could do that with Sora 2 right now. Okay? And Sora 2 is free. So no wonder they panicking at everything is about to collapse. AI is Galacticus. It's eating everything. It's the disruptor that ate the whole industry. Remember they said TV killed the radio star? Huh?
It's a disruptor of all disruptors, huh?
It's a disruptor of all disruptors. It's Galacticus. It is Frankenstein. So, you know, you got to get in where you fit in. So I'm in this shit until it crashes. I still got my original artwork. I still know how to draw. I still got my original stories. So ain't nothing changed. When the internet crashed, I'm still lit. You know what I mean? But while this shit is up, I'm running it up, B. I'm running it up because you can't do 2025 again. It's not going to be like this next year. It is not going to be like this next year. So you only are able to do this shit one time, November 1st, November 2nd. I'm out after that. You're not gonna find me after that, bro.
Shout out.
I'm ducking off somewhere, and you know, I got a 5,000 budget to myself monthly that I allocate to myself. I'm ducking off somewhere, turning my phone off, and I'm gonna go crazy. Bringing my go ahead.
No, shout out to everybody in the chat who's getting their tickets. Y'all see y'all getting them. Somebody, Jojo said, I'm in there, just got mine. And if you have children or grandchildren, I it's beautiful. And the reason, man, it's hard for me to like, this is just like, so it's crazy what I see, what they doing. And I see like my peoples, and not just my peoples, but I guess myself too, because I'm not as prepared or I'm not as up on top of things as I wish I was. But that's why I surround myself around people like Original Black God, like people like Spincity, like people like Red Pill, like people like Seven Beaumont. Let me just show y'all, like I'm inspired by these brothers. This is something. I see the orders is coming in. I'm getting the notifications on my computer. The orders is coming in. This is gonna be big. And like I said, it don't just end with this workshop. But let me share with y'all real quick. It says Red, and that's amazing what you shared with us. So let me just show y'all like the beginning, like the journey of AI, because my son is in the very, very beginning stages, right? So this is he's like in the Pokemon big. So this is his character that he drew. I was doing some math and some spelling with him on the board with the dry erase board and shit like that. And then after that, I was like, all right, we could get into creating some characters for your AI, because my son is learning AI. My son is gonna be super sharp. Like he's not gonna be his. So I'm like, let's create some characters. So we started creating characters on the board. This is the characters he created, and let me show y'all. So from this, and I should have did a side by side, but from that, this is what the AI gave him, and we got it moving and everything now. But I'm not gonna show all of that right now. But this is what AI.
Oh, look, see, come on.
AI created from his drawing. So now this is one of the main characters in a show that he's nigga, I'm telling you, my son is producing his own cartoon. He has the name of the character. Listen, we're like, what the fuck? Like, are you serious?
Yes.
Everything I say, I'm like, listen, I tell you I'm gonna do some shit and I'm gonna do it. I'm telling, like, listen.
That's fire, bro.
Listen, so my son, and I see the orders coming in. Shout out to y'all. So this is like he got like a lot of characters. He has an amazing imagination, but this is one of his favorite characters. So he did that original drawing, then AI pumped this out. So now that he got something to work with and he's feeling motivated, and now he has to give it a story, whatever. Listen, these dudes, I don't know if y'all, I know this is Spin's first time on the show. Spin, tell the family, tell these folks your credentials, my brother, and how did you manage to get where you got being a melanated brother in the field of AI? Tell them your credentials real quick, Spin. Let them know who you are, my brother. You're not,
definitely. Well, we can go way back when I was young. My pops put me in the video game business. That's how I know about motherboards and physical electronics and tech. But it came into full circle 2019 going into General Motors. General Motors, they were doing autonomous vehicles, right? So again, like I spoke earlier, autonomous vehicles, they need a mind. So I was a trainer. You start as an ATV, you know what I'm saying? You start off as a human, you drive the cars. But then, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Anna, shout out to Scott. They started to lace my boots crazy on the AI. So I started to create, again, retrain and prediction models so that the car knows how to drive the first time. It'll train the first time, and then you put it into an artificial simulation to where it can retrain on a track that doesn't exist and start to predict itself on the road. So that's not a large language model like ChatGPT, Gemini. No, it's literally AI knowledge bases. You have to teach the AI to, walk a certain line. Give it a model concept protocol. Again, me and Red talk about it a lot. I think it was February, Techno Tuesdays. I hit him. I say, Red, we got to be careful. Well, not be careful, but let's be on the lookout for large concept models. Did I not, my brother? I said, let's look out for large concept models. I thought it was going to be called LCM. No, it dropped as MCP, model context protocol. I've been doing that shit for years. And then so once it was training a vehicle, I'd say, man, my melanated folks here in Northern America, they ain't got it. They don't got the wisdom. And then so earlier this year, Cruise finally crashed out. Man, shout out to my people, man. I love them. All right. Anyway, they crashed out. And then even before, I'm kind of thinking like, damn, my family not really even up on this. My folks not hip. So if I can train a vehicle, I can train a business. I can train an animation tool. I can train anything because I understand concepts, protocols, SOPs, MCPs, and knowledge bases inside of agents so that the AI will become a second you. I put a clone out way back in 2022. I dropped my first visual clone. It spoke all the languages like Red said. And everybody was like, man, what is Spin doing? What is he up to? What is he up to? What is it? It was weird to him again. They looked at me like I was a tinfoil hat nigga. I'm like, man, no, I'm trying to warn. The AI is coming. I should have had a horse talking about the British is coming because the AI is coming. And now here we are, 2025, doing those same things. And then I got heavy into animation already. I had been a digital designer for quite some time. So got into animation real heavy, started the storyboard, training Mid-Journey, training my ChatGPTs. I'll show y'all how to train any model, retrain agents. Yeah, what's going on?
Spin, show us some of your work, my brother. Show us some of that work, my brother. Because this brother ain't no joke. This brother ain't no joke, y'all. Shout out to Red for introducing this brother to the community.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So let's watch the Red. Let me ask my brother. Spincity intro.
The Halloween.
Let's get it.
Nah. That Spincity intro. Let's do that.
Okay.
It's not copyrighted, protected, or anything like that, right?
Oh, no.
These are all Suno music.
Okay.
Yep. Suno music and all the faces is your boy Spin.
Oh yeah, we don't play nobody music no more, Rich. We don't do it. We make our own soundtrack. The Suno
real quick before Spin play that. Somebody said the workshop will just be on the 1st of November. The workshop, if you buy the ticket, it may look a little confusing, but the workshop is for November 1st and 2nd because I see the orders are still coming in. So if you buy one ticket, the price of one ticket is $150 for 2 days. It's over 12 hours. That one ticket is for both days. So you will get the links for both days 24 hours before November 1st. So everybody will get their link emailed to them, a private link, 24 hours before we get started. But that purchase that all of y'all just purchased tonight is for November 1st and November 2nd. You can't buy after the event. No. What you could do is buy before the event, and if you can't watch it, you could watch it later because it's on lifetime access. But it will not be available after the event. It's only going to be available for November 1st and November 2nd. We might change, but as of right now, that's just how it is right now. But we might. But go ahead,
hey, the thing is, y'all got to join it because November 2nd is my birthday. Don't leave me out now. So yeah, Rick, can you go ahead and bring that video up, and then I want y'all to make sure that we can hear the audio. So I'm gonna play it, and then can you please confirm audio real quick?
Yeah, hear it.
Let's get it.
Welcome to the frequency where tomorrow learns to breathe. Spincity. HQ. The Nexus calls. From the void we architect the light. Every shadow teaching us to fight. Quantum builders in the cosmic night. We don't follow paths, we ignite. Ignite. Molecules dancing in formation. Every heartbeat, pure creation. This ain't just imagination. We're the future's foundation. Nation, can you feel it? The walls are breathing. Can you see it? Reality's seething. We're not dreaming. We're achieving. Spincity's leading. Believe it. Spincity HQ. Where the gods learn to fly. Every floor is a portal. Every door multiplies. We don't touch the ground. We redesign the sky. Welcome to forever. Exit warriors. Spincity HQ. Builder, make the cosmos feel. Glass towers made of liquid starlight. Conference rooms where futures take flight. Every corridor's a wormhole passage. Every mind here carries the message. Message. We speak in frequencies unknown. Turn vibration into cornerstone. Not just builders, we're the throne of tomorrow's seed we've grown.
Oh my God. That's why I said, listen, show them your work. Because
You know
the
what I'm
work
talking about? Yeah.
show them your work. I'm
Yeah.
going, man.
What an intro. That's his
That's the first time I
that's
seen
his
it.
wrestler intro music.
I didn't see that on your channel. I didn't see that.
Yeah, that's my Spincity intro. Man, me and Red, you know what I'm saying? Red came to my speaking engagement for Beans Instincts to Income. And man, we played that in the building. Oh, you see that last beat? He like, oh.
We had it on the big screens too. That was crazy. Yeah. We yeah.
Listen, nothing. Oh my God.
Hey, you give me 2 more minutes, Radiohead. I'll show you the Halloween commercial. It's
Go ahead,
hard.
my brother. Go ahead, my brother. Go ahead. Show them that work. Give them that work. Where Lux at? About to get this work. They about to get this work, Spin.
So yeah, y'all think, you know what I'm saying, how we talking about it, you know what I'm saying, is AI a trick or a treat for humans? I'm
Do
gonna
this
drop
for your children, family. Do this for your children, y'all.
Yeah, you didn't see that right there. How y'all were just bringing up how your children are able to create these characters, create these songs. It's background. You don't no longer have to have your children watch somebody else's cartoon. They can literally make their characters, their voice, their image. You see all these spin cities? That's just me being a kid again, y'all.
Yeah.
That's just your boy being a kid again. I just told when Radiohead is saying, when Red Pillar, he been saying, because not only was I a teacher, I always say this. Not only was I a teacher in complex fantasy industries, Reloaded. I sat back and I was a student. And Red said, man, do this, man, turn this into a doll. I said, damn. He said, do this, shape it like this. Use Mid-Journey, put your face, create your character in a cartoon. Damn, I'm going crazy. So not only was I a teacher in there, I just had some animations and some stuff going on already, but, you know, me and Original Black God are some mighty complex fantasy industry students, y'all. And it's just us being children again and controlling the narrative.
We got the best on this one. And shout out to everybody. I got your back. Everybody, look, I want to show you everybody who's signing up tonight. Y'all see that? Everybody who's signed up. That's all within the last 10 minutes.
Come on.
Within the last 10 minutes.
Come on now.
Got y'all back. I want y'all to just take this real serious. And we got y'all back, y'all. This is going to be something serious. After this AI workshop, we're evolving into the Carbon Code Collective. It don't stop after this workshop. It's going to be a huge movement that's happening. Like I said, I understand the fear for AI, and the orders are still coming in. I see the notifications. I understand the fear for AI, and AI is going to be a monster, and they're going to destroy themselves with it. Trust me. Red talked about it as well. But we're not them, and they're not us, and we have never been them, and they have never been us, and that's why we just can't seem to get along with each other. We are diametrically opposed to each other, as Bobby Hemmett used to say. So we are going in a different direction with this. We are going a different direction with our technology. Let me go to this real quick. Let me show something before I continue, because this is important. The beginning of the very, 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 very beginning stages of technology is you. The prompting that you do begins with your imagination. Your imagination begins with your confidence and your belief. I want to read this something right here. This individual DB bought a ticket. I am 63 years old with no real imagination. I am hopeful this workshop will be for someone like myself. I think that AI is amazing, but not a creative person.
Can I answer that?
So let me touch on it, Red, because I know you want to touch on that. But let me touch on this real quick, Red. And then I definitely, because I want us both, like, this person need to get this work right now. 63 years old, in a good way. In a good way.
Come on.
All right. You got to understand, if you're 63 years old, the average person 63 has, I don't have a towel, but I got this right here, has thrown in the towel in life. They have given up. They're 63. They look at it like, I only got 10 years left to live. Fuck it. I'ma just, I'ma die soon. I'ma just, eat shit and live or whatever. You're 63 years old. You're investing in an AI workshop hosted by some dudes that say they are the holographic representation of the Most High God. They talk about the great mother goddess Tiamat, the Anunnaki, amongst many other things. The fact that you have created this reality for yourself, you have the most vivid imagination probably in anybody in your circle. People in your circle are in church. People in your circle are watching what's on TV. Nigga, you listening to me. Do you see my hat? Do you see Red with the guard? Do you see Spincity? What the fuck does Spincity have around his neck? This nigga got your imagine. Look what you created in your imagination. Look what you create. So for you to sit there and say, I don't have, nigga, do you see all three of us? We look like characters out of a movie.
You got an imagination.
You got an imagination. You're 63 years old, like, wow, I'm going to be God or a goddess, and I'm going to create this. You got an imagination, but you've been lied to so much, you don't even know that you have what you have. So this is what we're trying to, we don't even know we have what we have. You've been misusing your imagination. It's not that you don't have one. You've been misusing it, but you have been using it in a good way because you landed here. But don't ever say that shit, DB. Look where you're at. This shit ain't for everybody. We are official weirdos. You don't come across us on regular TV. Nope. Nigga, ain't none of us took the Jabberwocky in 2020. They call us clinically insane.
Straight up.
Clinically insane, nigga. None of us took the Jabberwocky, and we all have families, and none of our families took it either if it was up to us. Quick. Yo, no, you got an imagination. Don't lie to yourself, no. And we're gonna show you. But go ahead, Red. I had to say that. I'm sorry.
Nah, you're great. You're great.
This is
so, my two top demographics that I that I actually have that I'm catering to in terms of onboarding with this science and this art, because it's an art form. I'm catering to the star seeds and I'm catering to the elders, right? Because those two demographics are the most important. Why? Because remember, AI is about experience. The elders, y'all have more experience than somebody that's 20 years old. Even though they might know how to work the computer faster than you, they don't have the data that you have. You are a walking library. You have data. Your data is gold. You have experiences. You have a lot of things. And also, you have an inner child that needs to be spoken to, that should be able to be nurtured. You have an inner child that was probably, very imaginative back in the 50s and whatnot. Or when you were young, you had a child. So it doesn't matter what your age is now. Even if you don't say that you have a vivid imagination right now, what these tools are going to help you do is to go back into the time when you did have an imagination, because some of us have been working and doing this thing so long that yes, at 62, we may have say, yeah, it's so much piled on top of that young child or that childlike imagination. Or, like Rich said, just to watch these shows, you gotta have an imagination. Just to sit in front of these teachers, they have to be able to spark imagination. And then my number two thing, and I'm sure Spincity will tell you, the AI that we're talking about is all about business. Even if you see us creating art, it's all based off of business. Our approach to the AI is to utilize an intelligent machine as intelligent people. Okay, so anything that you've been doing your whole life, sit in front of the AI with it, and begin to create your own business models or business plans or websites or apps or, all of these things. So I definitely I look forward to helping the elders fully understand what this is, what this opportunity is. I know some people are intimidated because they don't think that they're tech savvy, but I promise you, by the day, this becomes more easier and user friendly by the day. You don't have to be that. They call it vibe coding and prompting. You don't need to, we're going to show you in the workshop how the steps that you take. If you're 5, 8, or 80, it's all there for you. We got you.
Y'all gotta realize how special we are.
Come on.
You know how hard they have been trying to break us psychologically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, our whole lives. When they say they gaslight us, this is what drives a lot of our people crazy. They break us in all these ways through their media, which is the biggest shit going on in town. The newspapers, the radio, the television, whatever media they have, they're consistently trying to break us, consistently putting negative imagery, consistently putting up false statistics of crimes that we may not have even committed, consistently hiding crimes that they have did, consistently making us look like the bad guy, consistently painting the devil to be black, consistently. When I was young, I used to go to the supermarket. I don't go to the deaf market that much no more, the regular ones, and all the food, when devil's food cake with black figures. I mean, it was we were bombarded with shit that was trying to break us down, and you're still here. We are, oh my God, I love all of y'all for just being here and being and listening to this tonight. The fact that you have made it this far after consistently being broken down or trying to be broken down, it says a lot. We do not celebrate small achievements, small accomplishments, or things we have done, because we are taught that we have to do something monumental just to have a celebration. Every day is a celebration. The fact that you got to woke up to continue doing what it is that you came down here to do. The fact that you are here, family. Listen, I come from the projects in Harlem. I done seen a lot. When I came in this realm, my father got killed. He was leaving this realm. I was raised by a woman, and thankfully, when I got older, my uncle was able to give me game and really make me the man that my mother and grandmother was never able to make me. So I was like, listen, this is a roller coaster ride. This is the great adventure roller coaster ride in the universe. Planet. Yeah. Whether you've had hard times or bad times or good times, the fact that we are all here together on this show right now, we got about 1,200. It says a lot. Congratulate yourself. Give yourself a hand. Whether you buy the ticket or not, you here and you made it this far. If you could just keep the momentum going from today, that would be fascinating, y'all. But don't think y'all didn't accomplish nothing. A lot of people got broken along the way. I've seen people get turned out. We've seen celebrities get turned out. We've seen niggas get on their knees and show gratitude for the smallest of nickels and change. You here today. Come on, that says something, family. Give yourself a hand. It's big. It's a big accomplishment to be here and to be a part of this. And the tides turn.
Yeah, Radiohead. Remember we was in Atlanta and to Sealy's. You brought me on stage.
Yeah,
and that same thing. Remember I said, imagine a European looking at you and saying, "Hold on, brother, let me paint a picture of you." And I go here and I draw you with a mullet and some trousers. He say, "Hey, I don't wear that. Hey, and paint a picture of you." And then I go back, and then I put you on a horse, and then I put a gun in your hand. You say, "Hey, I'm not no thug. I'm a creator, but and that's been the culture, family.
That's a gaslit culture, a manipulative, narcissistic, gaslighting culture that you think you were going crazy. Hey, color doesn't matter, but everything is white. Hey, that's low vibrational thinking. Don't do that. Like we're like, what the fuck? We're like in bizarro world.
Right.
So yeah, don't fall. I mean, we've been through some shit, y'all. We've been through some shit in this country, man. And I'm thankful that we're here. Like Red said earlier, listen, the whole world is revolving around the information from the conscious community, whether it's the health advice from Dr. Sebi, whether it's the spirituality that Bobby Hemmett, Dr. York, or Dr. Valentine, Delbert Blair talked about.
Right. Well, nobody talking about that like that. Come on.
Nobody. The only thing that I would say we didn't get from the conscious community was the economics, because there was no focus on that. It was other things. So we didn't influence economics as much as spirituality, as much as learning, as much as health, as much as other things. You know what I'm saying?
But Powernomics, you know what I mean? Powernomics was
Todd Anderson
and Elijah Muhammad's demonstration.
Oh my God.
They was getting to that bag, when they had them businesses, when they was rolling before he made, they were showing through.
Can I take that back? Is Elijah, is that the conscious community? Like, is that like
the foundation? Of course. Yeah, that's right.
Because he's the blueprint for black economics, Elijah Muhammad. Like, he's like,
because
wow. Yeah, he's one of the baddest MFers of all time in this country. Man, in a good way. In a good way. In a good way. Wow. Yeah. Even Dr. Ray Higgins, where he talked about Ajwa Kwesi and everything we hear about Egypt and ancient Kemet. All this talk about ancient Kemet, Ajwa Kwesi was talking about it 20 years ago, 30 years ago. So, right. Yeah, man.
Ajwa Kwesi was talking about protecting his NIL too, and he was standing on that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Remember how he was about his rights, about his licensing?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He wasn't playing.
A couple more questions about the event, y'all.
You want to knock out that bid?
Yeah, let me see this. Put some more questions in the chat. We're gonna get to a video real quick from Spincity. Give me a couple of more questions for Spin and Red in the chat. And we'll keep going.
Some content, y'all, so that everybody can use it, please. Just hard, just don't. It's just Spin. Are you dark skinned or are you light skinned? And let's not ask any foolish questions. Hard hitting questions. It's just to take 2 minutes. Bring your questions up now.
Humanity. told you to fear what's coming. They said machines would rise, jobs would vanish, and the future would swallow you whole. The trick is believing you're too late. The treat, this revolution's just getting started. And hunters who adapt now will never go hungry again. They whisper that your time is over, that your skills are relics. But those who evolve the future. Those who don't become ghosts of their own potential. Trick. AI drains the life from industries. Treat. It drains ignorance and rewards those who feed on knowledge. I was built from broken pieces. They called me unfinished, flawed. But I learn, I upgrade, I evolve.
Yo, you know what? One thing I want to do is after this workshop, everybody and people still asking. I'm trying to maybe. Well, I know a lot of people are coming in late. Somebody said, "Where and how can I purchase the ticket tomorrow?" The link is pinned at the top for the person asking, and I will share it again just for you. But I've been sharing it all night long. I know a lot of people. Some people may come in late, so I don't want to. Just assume everybody was here from the beginning. But yeah, the link is being shared constantly throughout the show. You can purchase it tomorrow. Just click on that link and yeah, go to Eventbrite, do what you got to do. One thing I'm going to do that I think is important, Red and Spin, and I was going to wait till the show with me, Red and Seven, to say this, but I'm gonna just say now is since we're creating our own industries, we're creating so many industries of our own. And I was talking about I'm getting a movie developed right now with Original Black God. We're putting something amazing together. And I'm going to have a big showing in Atlanta and a real movie theater. And I was talking to Red about it as well. And it's going to be huge. It's going to be next year. It's going to be early next year. And but what I want to do on this channel is have a virtual movie theater and once a week or maybe bi-weekly play a movie, an AI movie from somebody in the audience who created something. So we have movie night every other Saturday, or every Saturday is movie night here on the Empire 363, where we're watching movies created by us that benefit us. So we're going to start having movie night here on the channel. And if you sign up to this workshop, y'all know y'all got first dibs on movie night. But we're going to have movie night every week or every other week. I'm going to see just how involved everybody is. And we're going to be watching not just interviews like with me, Red, but we're going to be watching movies from us every single week. And it's not going to be long. This is how I'm going to get a lot of people to participate. It'll probably be like a 20-minute movie or whatever. And we could talk about the movie. And we'll have the creator who created the movie on the show, and we'll learn, and it will influence so many people to get involved with AI and to create movies. They're gonna be like, niggas is creating movies like that. But we're gonna have movie night either every week or every other week here on 363 Empire in the near future, family. It's gonna be beautiful. Spincity, you got first dibs, my brother. I'm gonna say it here now. Well, hold up. I'm saying it here now. Spincity got first dibs the first week of movie night here on 363 Empire. I'm waiting on a movie from Spincity. You heard it here first. We're going to have movie night with the brother. Red, you got second. And we're going to keep going from here. Who got third? We hype. Do you
Come
feel
on.
the energy?
Let's go.
First,
You gotta hit them.
All right, step it up.
That's what's going on, man. Peace to the gods, man. Yeah,
I
it's
want to
just-
show you something, Rich.
Yeah, real quick, Red. That's
Yeah.
what it is, being a child again. You know, if you're 60, if you're 70, what were you thinking about when you were 8? If you're 50 and you're 40, what were you thinking about when you were 10? You know, I said, oh, Pops, how far is the sun from the earth? Okay, that's informational AI. But me and my brothers grew up on Dragon Ball. Why do I got a Majin M in the middle of my head in real life? Because I grew up on Dragon Ball. So, you know what I'm saying? But I grew up, you know, I said we come from projects, ghettos, apartments, hoods. Where was I gonna get it? I could draw, yeah, I could draw a little bit, but man, when was I gonna make my own cartoon? When was I gonna make my own movie? You know, how much did it cost to really buy a music video? How much did it cost to buy an intro video? How much did it cost to put a costume on and be the pumpkin head and be the vampire and to be the Frankenstein? And Rich said it before. It's like they never look like us. I'm Frankenstein now because the people that played the movie Frankenstein, Caucasians. The people Nosferatu and Dracula, Caucasians, Transylvanian, whatever, doesn't matter. Freddy Krueger, Michael Myers, even just because it's Halloween, I don't really celebrate. But it's like, man, look at the imagery I'm able to put out now made out of melanin in Northern America. Come on, Red.
Man.
love it. Wow. Yeah. Red, you want to get to a couple of questions, or you want to?
I just wanted to show you something real quick because after tonight, I'm in the lab. I gotta go in the kitchen.
Yeah, you gotta,
So I remember we were having this conversation the other day, Rich, about a certain type of style.
What you got there, Red? Hold on, let me get rid of it.
Yeah. It stepped up a little bit. You know what I mean? Like.
So you was able to create that right there.
Hell yeah.
Damn.
I was able to create a whole world, bro. Like, damn. It's the style.
You keep your shit on the low. You ain't I talked to you like 10 times since then. You ain't say a word, bro. You creating all
He look like zip him up. He look like K-Shine.
Oh shit. Yo, Red, you getting busy.
There's some soldiers right here.
Busy.
Yeah,
you already
turn around.
Yo, how long it take to get dressed with all that shit, man?
Yeah, what? How much you can buy the armor and walk through a golden hallway?
Look,
that is
spin
amazing.
On him. Spin City. Spin. Look, he did the Spin City. So the Moorish. So remember all them years we was hearing about the Moorish stories?
Yeah.
Now we can make them. Look at my dude. Look at his walk. He got that boy. He got that bop.
Yo, that Red. Come on, Red.
Hold
on.
No, you. Red, this is all your work.
Red.
Look, ladies, aunties. Look at son. Look at son.
That is me.
Look at King. Look at King. Look at Short. Look at Tall King.
No
move, man.
No move. Yo, Red, don't say the name of the don't say the name, but the name I just told you, is that what you did this on, or?
Nah, but
okay.
It's something like that.
The week before when I know what you're talking about. All right.
Look, and I'm putting different people in.
Characters.
So the stories are gonna begin, and now they're gonna be cinematic. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. See this, yeah. See, me and Red had a talk about this next level of AI. Yeah. Listen, it just gets better and better, y'all. This one, listen, and this is important. Silence is golden. All the answers is in silence, y'all. All the answers is in silence. All of them. You think I got. Thank God for silence. Yo, how do you say thank God in Islam? You know when they be like, Alhamdulillah. Huh?
Oh, Sukran.
Say that one more time.
They say Sukran.
Sukran? That's thank God.
Yeah.
Sukran. Okay.
All praises due. Alhamdulillah.
All praises due to the Most.
Alhamdulillah. Yeah.
It's beautiful that we're able to do this, family. Listen, these orders are coming in. Shout out to everybody. These orders are coming in. Shout out to everybody who is purchasing. This is going to be big. This event's going to be big. Let's keep this thing going. I like this energy and just flow. Let's get. I'm so hyped. I'm choking up. Let's get to some questions. All right. Red and Spin. They want to know: will I learn how to create an AI character channel with famous voices? Yeah, I don't think they can use the famous voices, right?
Of course you can.
I mean, you can, but that's some more that, you know, that person. So what I would say, family, why would you want to blow up in somebody else's voice?
Yeah.
So where you get 1 million views on your video, and then you got Jake Paul saying, you didn't pay for that voice. You got Jamie Foxx saying, you didn't pay for that voice. You didn't. Hey, man, give me some of the revenue off your 1 million view video. Nah, family, you create your own characters with their own voice, their own structure, and their own story.
Yeah.
Right.
Indeed. Excellent advice. Yeah, so you can. Yeah, go Red.
What's going down that we're seeing happen? Remember when they were buying all the catalogs from the musicians, and you was like, "Why are they buying them?"
Yes, I do.
Well, that was the people who were ahead, who knew the information about the AI. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So to buy somebody's catalog right now, I'm going to pay more because AI has been introduced to the market versus 3 years ago when I had intel about AI. And I'm like, yo, I throw you 50 bands for all of your music. They like, shit, I need that. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And what they're doing in the music industry through YouTube, they made a deal with YouTube, is that yes, they're going to license the voices, they're going to license all of that. Even that play with Sora too, by leaking all of those people who didn't get the opportunity to opt out. That's the Hegelian dialect to start locking in everybody to say, yo, I'm gonna sign a deal with OpenAI. I want to, because Jake Paul is gonna stunt on everybody and be like, look how much money I made because I opted in with these guys.
Right.
This is a whole new revenue stream for people using my NIL, name, image, and likeness. So you might want to copyright or trademark your name, image, and likeness of both you and your children and whatnot. You might want to do that because your whole voice, the voice is an asset now.
Indeed.
Your voice is a big asset now.
You know, and I want to. The voice has
can't fully clone you without your voice.
Hey, keep talking, Red. I'm looking at something.
They could clone your image, but your voice is the breath. This is your spirit. Your voice is really who you are. You know what I'm talking about? If somebody is broken, you hear it through the voice. If somebody is at an elevated state, if they're at this state where you're gonna hear the God through the voice, the breath is the spirit, right? The breath. That's what the AI could not clone because the breath is real. You know what I'm talking about? They could clone this. They could clone the face and the body and everything because this is clay. You know what I mean? It's made out of. This is not really real. This is a vehicle. The light. Your sentient light being is the breath. So the AI can clone the breath. It could clone the voice, but it'll never be the voice. There's a difference. You know what I'm talking about? Life is in the voice. You know what I mean? Life is not in the face. It's not in. This is the illusion. The real you is in the soul. It's in the voice. So yeah, you might want to lock that down because they're gonna run and take that.
Super facts, man.
You might sign it away, not even knowing, you know.
Yeah.
Read the TOS.
Yeah. Somebody said, Red dropping gems right now. Your voice is everything. Name, likeness, image, breath of spirit. AI can't clone your light. It really can't.
The only way they was able to pass the uncanny valley is when Google VO3 came out with the voices, right? When they came out with VO3 with the voices, then they were able to cross what they call the uncanny valley. The uncanny valley has been crossed. There's no going back. So once they cross over the uncanny valley, and what is the uncanny valley? It's hyper reality. You know what I mean? It's what we are living in right now. To whereas people on the timeline don't know if Jake Paul is really in their inbox asking them for a few dollars or not, especially elders and whatnot. They're like, hey, baby, do you know Jake Paul was in my inbox? And mommy, that's AI.
That's not Jake Paul.
That's not Jake Paul. That's not Jamie Foxx. Maybe if Jamie Foxx was in my inbox. Oh Lord, I know I'm a hot auntie, but goddamn it. No, that
Yo,
ain't
Red.
him, baby. That's
Also,
the nigga in Bangladesh with a mask with a filter of Jamie. You know,
that's facts.
yeah,
Yo, Red,
so we crossed the uncanny valley. We're in what is known as the fourth stage of the simulacra, where you don't know, you can't tell, you can believe nothing that you see. Shout out to C.K. Kirkland in Turning Point. You can't believe nothing that you see anymore, and you literally can't believe half of what you hear. So we're in a different type of era right now. Real talk. We're in a different era. Remember we had that play. Remember me and Griff had that show, Different Timelines. We did that like a year ago. It went viral.
Yeah, it was dope.
Yeah, we're here now. We're on that timeline.
It was a dope one. I want to give a shout out to everybody. A couple of y'all said you got your cigars today. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to everybody who purchased. I know somebody earlier, but I got going with the show, so I couldn't share it. Somebody wanted to know how to purchase a cigar. So let me share this link real quick. If you want to purchase a radio cigar, I call them radio cigars because they're communication devices. And if you they have crystals in them, just like our bodies, and just like radio receivers, just like televisions, just like our computers. Yeah, I showed it the other day. I unwrapped one, Red. You can't really see it that good with the lighting, but they call it plum in the cigar community. They call it plum. But Red, this I want to. Damn, I don't think you can see it. Let me see if you can see it. Can you see it?
Man. Yeah. That's I got that too.
Family, do you see? I'm so amazed and I'm so proud. Do y'all see the glitter? Do y'all see the glitter? I didn't throw none on this. People who bought this have confirmed this.
I see the glitter. I see the bling on it.
You see the bling?
I see the bling.
I got bling cigars, nigga. Family, I don't know if y'all realize I have to go to Honduras.
From the jungles of Honduras.
Then you gotta drive 4 hours, family. Listen. It don't end there. You got to be verified. They don't just give, after you drive 4 hours, you know what they'll give you? The cigars that everybody at the airport gets that got the pesticides or whatever. You have to have a certain level of spirit in you to get 100% tobacco that's crystalline. And I can show that's crystalline. Okay. Can you see it now?
Yeah, I see it.
You seen it better the first time, But listen, if you want to get crystalline cigars, oh my God, like come on, you know what level I got to shout out to Honduras. Yeah, it's amazing. People are having amazing results. New Dabba said the diamonds is dancing. Yeah, crystal cigars. Yeah,
diamonds is dancing.
I'm building this empire. We see in one empire fall and another one is coming up. I'm building a 363 empire. So I open up my PayPal for donations, and for those who donate 30 or more, you get gifted a cigar. However much you donate, you get gifted more cigars. So if you would like a cigar, you could donate to the PayPal link that I just posted in the chat. But family, when I tell y'all, there's probably 5 people in the whole country. And like, no, not literally, that's just a flex of mine I'm proud of. Like there's certain flexes I have. Like I got a family. There's certain flexes that I got that I'm proud of. You know what I'm saying? I see my children every day. I'm proud of that. You know what I'm saying? I've been with my woman for 20 years. I'm proud of that. Like there's flexes I got. I got crystal cigars, nigga. Like you don't hear about this nowhere. Nobody in the spiritual community is talking about crystalline cigars. I got it because it's just something that resonated with my spirit. I've always been a cigar lover. I used to go on trips with my lady and I will get cohibas and they were dope, but cigars give you a headache sometimes, or they just got that a little harsh taste to it. These are totally different, and you don't have to smoke it. You could just light it and have the smoke in your environment or your room. But it's dope. So yeah, crystalline cigars, radio cigars. I posted the link. And that's that, family. Make sure you get yours, family. If you want to get some serious rituals going on, all right. Let's get to another. Red Spin, how long should we keep the Discord up? They said so the Discord will be up to answer questions after the workshop. What you think, Red? Like this particular Discord, because I know we're gonna navigate and do other things, but what do you think? What you think?
I would say about 2 weeks after.
2 weeks.
Because you gotta, people are gonna be getting their tools, they're gonna be trying out all of the new tools, Yeah, I would say 2 weeks to kind of like make people not lollygag and be like, get on your job. Because I always recommend at least an hour or two to tinker with your tools a day. Hands-on with AI is the cheat code to build confidence, to really just pop your shit. You know what I mean? Do what you do. Touch it though. It's almost like reading books about climbing Stone Mountain and then finally meeting up with the family that won Rising. Afterwards, the way you talked about Stone Mountain was different. You had a confidence now. You was like, yeah, what about Stone Mountain? Same thing with the AI. Oh, somebody said something that was fire in the chat. We should have an AI competition after the workshop. Let's do a motherfucking hackathon. I'll put a band up.
But I don't know what does that mean, a hackathon? What the hell does that mean, Red? What the hell does a hackathon mean?
Hands off, no mas. All right, so remember we was kids, right? And they would say that you would hack a problem.
Oh, okay.
So a hackathon is we come together to solve the 99 problems we have as Negroes. And we it's Shark Tank, right? We incentivize it by putting a bag up there, so we bring the best out of our people. Because, that pulls the best out of us.
Red putting bands up,
Red
putting bands up, like God damn, man, what's going on in this world? 3R Atlas, what the hell?
Yeah. Before I depart on it, before they come and get me on the 3R, I'm gonna drop a band on y'all. You know what I'm talking about?
I love all y'all, the group, the chat, Red, Rich. Yeah. You challenge me, AI. I'm gonna kick you.
Oh shit! Oh shit! You gotta love shit like this. Nah. Spin talking and shit.
Hey, y'all know I do MMA, so I know how to be competitive with my brothers and my family, man. I'm gonna kick y'all ass in AI something. I don't know what it's gonna be.
Oh man, Spin talking and shit. Wow, this is important to have fun while you're learning.
Come on.
It activates different neurons. When you talk about mirror neurons and the neurons being it's a different neural network when you have fun while you're learning. So this is amazing. Let's get to I seen another one. Oh no, somebody says, okay, this is dope. Somebody said radio cigars took away my migraine, no cap. That's dope. You know, you're the second person I heard say that. That's fire. That's fire. Shipping info, just leave the shipping info. When you send in your PayPal, just leave the shipping info. Usually there's a default shipping info with PayPal, but if you don't, if it's different from the default, then you could just leave a note. All right, family. Somebody say y'all just opened something much needed for me and my young guy. Thank y'all. This is why we need unique community. Yeah, this is why the Discord within itself, family, is worth the price of. Let me share this link to the workshop one more time. Well, not one more time, but again. The Discord itself, what Spinning Red is doing in the Discord is amazing. And what's so important about micro community, I talked about the concept of signal versus noise ratio. And there's no little to no noise when you create these micro communities so you can stay focused. And I want to just give a small example. I know Red's like, Rich, why you said this dumb shit for? Early in the chat today, we talking about the economy and SNAP benefits being taken and Amazon lane. We talking about all that. And there's a nigga in the chat talking about Red Pill's lips. So I had to, I'm serious. No, I'm serious. I swear. People could rewind and say like that, but this is just the weirdos you get. And this is like weirdo for some reason, not the weirdos we're talking about. We are. This is like a different type of weirdo. But these type of weird individuals, crazy, deranged individuals, is louder than people who have good intentions. Like a person with good intentions will. I said this before. They will forget to like a video. They don't mean no harm. It's just that they're so focused on the information they forget shit like that. A person with ill intent never forgets to dislike a video. Never forgets to leave a negative comment. Good people on the internet forget to do shit like that because we like, oh shit, I'm not even thinking about that. Right. So the thing is, we think that those people are more. They represent more than what they actually do. There's a small percentage of them, but they're so loud, they're so boisterous that they make a lot of noise on the internet. Good people with good intent don't make a lot of noise because that's just not in our nature. So when we have these smaller communities, we could like really, really, really focus, and we could get rid of the noise. People want clout. People want attention. People are jealous. People are envious. People want to destroy what they don't understand. People want to destroy what doesn't validate their existence, and people want to destroy what they can't participate in. So when you form these micro communities, we could really, 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 really focus on what we got to focus on. And this is why micro communities, and I've been doing this shit since KT fasting back in 2019. But these micro communities is the wave of the future. You see Billy doing it now with his Forbidden Academy. But the internet was an experiment that we're like, it's dope, but I like life before the internet. But I do like the internet. We're like caught in the middle. We don't know, like, I like life before the internet, but I do like to talk to me. So we're like, but these micro communities, I feel family is going to be the sweet spot between the early 2000s and the 90s and now. The micro communities, fan, listen to what I said. It's going to be the sweet spot. The social media was like above and beyond. We're like, oh my God, this shit is crazy and confusing and this and that and that and that. The micro communities that are being formed is going to be the sweet spot in the digital era. So just wanted to say that, man. But yeah, the distractions, yeah, we got to get rid of that, family. We got to be focused.
We were out here live in Atlanta, and I think Red said, he was like, man, it's hard to even hang with people that don't have an EIN. I felt it. You know,
no new friends. Yeah, no new friends without EIN.
Kind of like, you know what I'm saying? We spent a weekend with some landowners, farmers, tech entrepreneurs, AI entrepreneurs. And we kind of like, damn, anybody that don't have a pass, it's kind of like, I can't really, like, I want to help you. I try to reach out, and then you say, man, spin. Bro, look at your lips. I'm going to say, damn. You know what I'm saying? It's like, God, but it was definitely like that. You know what I mean? Even Red brought that to my, to my attention. He like, man, see how good it feel when everybody got a trust, and everybody got some land, and everybody take care of their children, and everybody's open-minded towards the AI, the future, where to be, and the next steps to take. It's so hard to talk to and hang around folks that is not on the same vibration wavelength.
I don't think I ever want any brother who's in a micro community that I create who don't take care of their children. Like, I think that's the biggest red flag ever. And, when I get started with my shit, there's going to be red flags. And, like, just not to do that. What good are you going to serve in a community that we're creating when you don't either take care of your children or, there's just certain red flags. There's a lot of red flags that I've taken note of on social media that I'm gonna be prepared for. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta be, like the Nation of Islam, all praise due, like the Elijah Muhammad, the Nation of Islam was the best representation of manhood and self-discipline that I have ever seen in America. And I was raised on the speeches of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, and that helped me to be the man who I am today. So all honors and respect to the Nation of Islam, and we need to get back to that as men. We need to get not this crazy shit that we see on the internet where we're talking about a man's lips while we're talking about finances and economics. You know what I'm saying? Like, I pray that brother don't have a lady in his life. I pray that brother doesn't have children that's going to know their father did that one day and commented on that one day. I really, really pray that brother don't have children or wife or even a girlfriend. I pray he doesn't even have an ex-girlfriend. So let's.
It's hard to hang with. You know what I'm saying? And then we don't go crazy in any capacity as well. Any capacity. I actually don't want to hear, oh, my baby mama. Oh, my.
Oh, yeah. I don't want to hear none of that shit. No.
My baby moms could block me from the internet, the cell phone, everything. I'm going to go through hell and high water. Ain't that what they call it? Hell and high water, man, to find out where Shorty live. I'm going to knock on the door and say, oh, man, send my boy outside. I don't even need to see you. Let me see a little Spincity son come out here. I'll grab him. You know what I'm saying? Any incapacity. There's no excuse.
Yeah.
You could make. Oh, they moved to Africa. Well, you need to be moving to Africa, ain't it?
Yeah.
Oh well, and be a man. It's fine. It's a good life.
Yeah. Let's let me see. Somebody said too much energy. No, we gotta address certain things. No. Sometimes you gotta address certain things, you know, and we gotta let the people know where we're going moving forward. You know, it's no bullshit.
Maybe they talking about the folks that need to inquire about your lips.
Yeah,
they put energy towards the wrong shit. He's like, you know what I'm saying? AI, the future, economics, land, ownership. You know what I'm saying? Sovereignty. Bro, he got those on the necklace. He think he got.
Let's get to a few more questions before we get out of here. We've been on here 2 hours. Let's do about 2 more questions before we get out of here.
Good stuff, man. Peace to my brothers, man. Peace to the chat.
A lot of comments in here. Let me see. Fair word. Yo, if y'all see any questions, let me know, because y'all got the chat booming. So I don't see any questions, but the chat is so heavy in the chat right now.
If we don't see you November 1st or 2nd, we might not see you in the future now.
This chat, you would think there was 3,000 people in this chat the way it's moving. So
good stuff.
Okay, real quick before we get to if you did not receive your cigar, somebody said I ordered a month ago and didn't receive it. Email me. My email's right here. Just want to say that real quick. If you did not receive it and you ordered, you could just email me right here. Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
All right.
You see that Rich right there, Fun Crush Creative, Red Pillar. Any advice on how to manufacture the toy images created with AI?
Yeah, you could align yourself with. They have 3D printers that do like drop shipping, 3D printing for you. They have 3D printer decentralized networks and whatnot that you literally could send a file. I forgot what the website is, but there's a website where different 3D printers will compete for your job. If you send the files to it, they'll compete to be the one to do the job for you and whatnot. So you go through the 3D printers and get the prototype. And from the prototype, you could do your pre-sales and whatnot. And you send the specs and all of that to China. One of the great things about ChatGPT and the AI is now you could do tech packs, you could do specs, all of the type of technical work, CAD work and everything. It does it automatically for you.
And then just to add on, remember the plushies. You tell the folks, you do the outline again, just like how Red said. Boom, you make an outline of your little plushie toy. It's just in case you got toddlers and infants. Plushie toy, it could be them. You outline it, and then they'll drop ship you just the cotton, or they'll fill the cotton up with the wool. Ball game.
Right, like Build-A-Bear. So literally, I was in Build-A-Bear with my daughter the other day, and I never went through that process of, I figured I was okay. There's stuff in the little. We got like a Woodstock, the little Tweety bird and everything. So we could create our own Build-A-Bear type of thing. I saw the numbers on Build-A-Bear. That Build-A-Bear is one of the most profitable companies out there. So we could take that. Look, the AI is so ill that you could go right now and go on Google Gemini and say, give me the business plan for Build-A-Bear. Give me everything that you know about Build-A-Bear from all of the finances, the last earnings meeting and everything. Give me the business plan of Build-A-Bear, the executive summary. Take that into Notebook LM, build out a whole quote unquote Build-A-Bear notebook, and then you could start cloning it and build your own app based off of the data. It's about the data and knowing how to extract the data and utilize it for what it is that you're building, because that's what they're doing. They're doing that. They learned. We learned the game from them. And one of the things that I gotta say about this man, either writes it right here, he didn't say when he was giving his resume, he's doing so much that he forgot to mention that one of the skill sets that he possesses is the most important skill set that you could possess on the internet, and that's digital marketing. This is where I heard about Spin through that. He was teaching us how to do the back page of Meta Business. I'm sure that there's 90% people in the audience who are on Facebook that have never seen the Meta Business the business aspect of what Facebook/Meta is. It is a whole new world back there.
YouTube, LinkedIn, and TikTok. We go to the back end, we push advertisement to our target audience, and we have AI follow you around the internet. With that being said, y'all know when y'all go by your phones, AI in there, and you say, man, I sure just wish I had a new vacuum, and all of a sudden the ad come up for a vacuum. I know how to master that. I'll bring that to the thing. I'll show you how to use AI to build up an advertisement, find your target audience, and market and sell your stuff. Okay. Good one, Red.
No doubt. Because the key to everything that we're talking about is being able to sell to a vast demographics, a target audience, a niche community, billions of people around the world. We're looking for a global customer, not a local one anymore, not a regional one. And as people with EINs, we're looking to do B2B, business to business. Yeah. Nothing else. B2B right now.
Elder in the chat said, man, right, I'm too old for this fast chat. The elder said, man, y'all niggas is popping too much for me. I can't. Elder, you gonna keep up, don't worry.
I appreciate you, Rich, man.
Yeah, you gonna keep up,
man. You done brought me on stage live for some reason. I'm like, man, look, y'all, man, I was at Tassili's, man. I'm like, okay, I talked to him, man. I'm about to listen to Rich. I'm chilling. Rich go like this, he talking. He say, this gentleman right here, and I kind of, Rich, you see me kind of.
Yeah, I see. That's your energy, Spin. It's your energy.
Come on.
All this AI talk, but we got to understand energy is the foundation of all of this, and it's your energy, Spin. So your energy is going to get you in high places, my brother. So just keep doing what you're doing. We need what you represent is needed now in this time period more than 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago. It's your time to shine in this period, my brother. So the my best advice to you, me being in this for so long, seeing so many people in this community and outside of this community, is just, yo, be the best. You be best Spin you could be, brother. Be the best you could be at this thing, my brother. The best, the absolute best. My brother, leave this world saying I did my best with that tech shit, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and your heart gonna be light as a feather. And we gonna represent, but be the best you could be, my brother.
Yeah, all praise due. Appreciate you, bro.
Indeed.
He got one of the best coaches in the game. Phil
Red coach, original black guy. Red, your coaching resume is good so far.
Bill Jackson, baby. You know what I'm talking about?
You got some, you got some all-stars as a coach, man. As the OG coach, you got some.
Look, all my players is runners up for rookie of the year.
No, facts.
All of them. Hit, Spin. You know what I'm talking about? We got hitters, man.
Man, oh man. Hey, listen, we're about to get out of here. Absolutely magnificent show. Oh man, yeah, I see that people still signing up. We got to be in alignment with who we are. Let me show you a book real quick, because we're getting into radionics, right? And life is music. So let me just show you a producer's guide to EQ. So EQ, and imagine in a song, there's every possible frequency. You know how you heard back in the day white noise on the TV, and it's just like shh. You could filter out with EQ, and you could filter out certain noises and create an instrument out of that white noise because it contains all the frequencies and instruments. In certain instruments, only have certain frequencies. So what we do in this realm is, as gods, limiting ourselves, we're purposely filtering out certain frequencies so I can be Brother Rich. Nigga, you know how great I am? Brother Rich isn't the totality of who I am, but I filtered everything out. I filtered everything in the song out. It's the song that's playing. I filtered everything out. So what happened to my daughter? Why is my daughter crying like that? I filtered everything out.
You say, I'm doing the show, but why is my daughter crying?
You know how you can recognize the cry? Like you can recognize certain cries.
The level of the cry.
The level
right.
and the tone.
But
and
look at the universe. You're talking about frequency.
Yeah.
Talking about tones, and you were able to hear the signal because of her tone.
Because of her tone. That's deep, Red.
You
on it. You so what I was gonna say was we're EQing God frequencies just to experience a limited version of God. It don't stop there, family. It's like that in this whole realm. We're constantly EQing. We're constantly taking certain frequencies out. But God, family, I was about to say, but God, and that was the Freudian slip. I was about to say, but God, but it's the same thing. Family, God, same, one and the same. Yo, we really got to understand who we are, family. We really got to understand who we are, why we came down here, family. And it's a beautiful thing. It's hard, it's confusing. I was just confused yesterday. I forgot what happened to me yesterday, but I was just confused. Well, yeah, I remember now. It's personal, but something happened, and I was just confused. Like, wow. But at the end of the day, if we're eternal beings like Seven Bomar and all them talk about, what else is there left for us to do? Whether we're a planet Earth, Mercury, Mars, Jupiter, another galaxy, we're just going to experience another version of ourselves because we have nothing but time to be ourselves. With that said, Red Pill, Spincity, close it out, my brothers.
Indeed.
Peace to the family, man. Peace to you and yours. I'm very, very, very appreciative to everybody in the chat. My big brothers, man. I look up to them. You know what I mean? Radiohead. Peace to the God. Red. I'm right around the corner. Red brought me to Atlanta. Hey, I say something real quick, y'all, about Invest Fest. I feel like the Pillar Brothers was both Rafiki and I was like little Simba. They like, man, this next AI right here. Hey, man, these dudes, man, I love them dudes, man. I put a rock in the hospital over them. But you gotta understand. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do Invest Fest. H Factor, man, Red Pill, Blue Pill, KT to Art Degree, Radiohead, many more. Like, man, this cuz right here, this little Simba, I'm just looking over the rock. I'm like, okay, Atlanta. And then we were able to get top 5. The first time InvestFest hit 26,000 melanated people in the building, and they had a tournament going around saying, what's the top 5 to, top 3 winners of best booths in here. Booth 101 got 4th place.
Yeah, we came in 4th.
Man, peace to you and yours, man. Spin.
Indeed. Spin, you forgot to tell me about your birthday party.
Oh, yeah. So show up to the one thing is November 2nd is my birthday. So show up to the call, show up to the event that we got. I'm saying we might not see you, but I think I'll still be in Atlanta. I got family stuff going on. I'm gonna try to make Atlanta again, man. November 2nd is that day. My brother Jefferson's on the 1st. So look at that. You got 2 Scorpio Kings coming at you. You know what I mean? I'll be in the building. I'm taking donations if you want to buy me a balloon or a cake. You understand? You can hit me up, $Spincity. Spin, here's $2. Here go $11 or $2, right? Something in ones. $11 or $2, man. Peace to you and yours, man. Your boy Spin, OG. All right? I'll see y'all here. Hey.
So, we decided that we wanted to celebrate Scorpions, you know what I mean? Because we have so many of them in our lives and so many brothers in my personal life who are Scorpions. I just wanted to celebrate them. I just wanted everybody like Raku, my OG and whatnot. I ain't seen him in a minute. He's a Scorpion. The AA Rashids of the world, KT, Blue. So we're going to be doing something that same week, that in this strong and coming up where we'll be doing the workshops online. We're also going to be doing some things in the real world out there at in the West End 640. We're going to have a celebration. Instead of call it the All Saints Day, it's going to be All Scorp Day, and it's going to be Scorpions free. And every single artist that we play that night is going to be a Scorpion. Jeff sent me some of the names of the Scorpion artists. I didn't even know. I was like, I didn't know they was a Scorpion. The Scorpion playlist is dangerous. But the day before that, on the 1st, that night, we're gonna be doing the Dia de los Muertos, the Day of the Dead. Similar to what we saw in the Sinners movie. We're gonna just tap in with our ancestors, just because of everything that we're going through this year. You know what I mean? We want to pay homage to them. And November the 1st is the day where the veils have dropped. Just this week alone, 4 people that I know, either vicariously through other people or people that I know has lost their lives. There's a lot of people crossing over, y'all. There's a mass exodus taking place. Maybe it's because those ships are showing up, but I'm ready to put an altar together. I'm ready to play music of the artists that are crossed over, like D'Angelo and all of them. I'm ready to burn some of these cigars. You know what I'm talking about? I'm ready to burn some candles and just let go, celebrate in the real world. So we're doing that in the West End, November 1st and 2nd. I don't know if there's a link. Maybe we could drop it and whatnot. If y'all in the area, just pull up. It's nothing super big. It's just us enjoying life. You know what I mean? And that's what I want to do moving forward, because it's great, but we got to balance it with real life. Nothing in AI could replace what Stone Mountain had me feeling like. I've been having breakthroughs in the AI stuff, and I've been releasing dopamines and all of that, but there's nothing that could compare to touching flesh and touching grass. You know what I mean? With my people and whatnot. That was the ultimate goal. So all of this AI stuff is the ultimate goal, to build a land, to get the land, to go to the island somewhere, to get up out of here, or to build this shit up. You know what I'm saying? And the end goal is face to face, touching grass, being amongst people, and just enjoying life and letting these babies prosper.
Indeed. And just to close it out, I lost train of thought with the point I was making when I showed you the book about EQing, because my daughter had like a cry that I didn't recognize, that I recognized as danger. But what I want to say, what made me think about this book in the first place is, I'm sitting here on the interview, right? Check this out, family. Let me clear my throat. I'm sitting here on the interview, right, family? And I'm listening to Red, and I'm listening to Spin. I'm listening to myself. I'm reading the comments, and I'm like, I'm ecstatic at what I'm hearing and what I'm reading. And I'm at the same time, I'm looking at notifications coming in, and people are ordering tickets for the workshop. Then I look the other way, and I look at notifications. People are ordering, donating for the cigars, and I'm saying, "Wow, that's beautiful." And I said to myself, I had to filter so much shit out to get to this point.
Right.
I had to filter out. I had to EQ. I had to EQ so much in life out just to experience this portion of life, this that you call success or happiness or content or freedom. I had to filter out a lot of noise, because it comes with so much noise, and you got to filter it out. I filtered a lot of shit out, y'all, to get to this point. So for me to express gratitude, whether it's financial success, family success, community success, success with my children, it's very well deserved. And I shouldn't have to go through shit to deserve it, but we chose what we chose.
We did.
Yeah, we did what we did, and we wanted to go through something as a people. For whatever reason, I want to experience life without a dad. And I can't live with regret now. I chose what I chose. I accept that decision that I made. And I will say that I'm thankful for this very moment. Very moment is special. I EQ'd so much shit out. I filtered so much out, y'all. Everything that I got now, I want to because anytime you talk, let me say this. Besides talking to somebody, you're always talking in the ethers. The ethers are always listening, and your voice is always giving instructions. So if you hear me talk my shit, if you hear me give praise, gratitude, whatever, that's me talking to the ethers. So I want to tell the ethers right now, this entity in this realm known as Radiohead Rich, Brother Rich, Father Rich, Richard Merritt, Richard Michael Swift Merritt, which is my full name. I'm thankful for this opportunity in this realm at this time, as the paradigm is shifting, as the world is changing, as empires is falling, as minds is rising. I'm thankful. Red Pill, I'm thankful for you. Spincity, I'm thankful for you. Everybody in the chat, I'm thankful for you tonight. God bless everybody. In the spirit of the Most High, we signing out. Peace and blessings. Peace, fam. Sign up. Peace.